Hey there! Get ready for a wild ride through the African savanna, where two of nature's toughest contenders, lions and hyenas, lock horns in one of the bloodiest feuds the animal kingdom has ever seen. This isn't just a fight, it's a saga of survival, strategy, and sheer grit that's been raging for thousands of years. I'm here to take you deep into the heart of this epic rivalry with a few fascinating twists and insights to light up the story. Picture the vast, golden plains of Africa, a stage set for drama. Lions, the undisputed kings of the savanna, rule with raw power. A male lion can tip the scales at 500 pounds, his thick mane a shield in battle, a symbol of strength. Lionesses, the pride's skilled hunters, team up to take down prey, while the males stand guard, ready to roar into action. Did you know a lion's roar can be heard up to 5 miles away? It's a chilling warning to any rival daring to step too close. But don't let their regal vibe fool you. Lions aren't above stealing a meal when the chance arises, and that's where the trouble brews. Enter the hyenas, the cunning underdogs of this tale. Spotted hyenas, led by fierce females in matriarchal clans of up to 80 strong, are built for the fight. These ladies are bigger, bolder, and more aggressive than the males. Talk about girl power. Their jaws pack a bone-crushing bite, one of the strongest in the animal world, capable of splintering bones to get every last nutrient. Fun fact: hyenas can digest what others can't, turning scraps into survival. They're not just scavengers, they're ace hunters, and their teamwork and smarts make them a force to be reckoned with. I can't help but admire their tenacity. Hyenas never back down, using sly tactics to harass and outmaneuver their foes. The clash of these titans often erupts over food. Imagine a lion pride with a fresh kill, zebra down, dinner served. Suddenly, a clan of hyenas swoops in, whooping and cackling, their eerie calls rallying the troops. If the lions are outnumbered, they might lose the meal, but if they fight, it's chaos, claws slashing, jaws snapping, blood staining the dust. Hyenas nip at the lion's legs, dodging deadly swipes, and the battle can drag on, brutal and unrelenting. Territory's another flashpoint. Lions chase hyenas to guard their turf, while hyenas gang up to wear down a lone lion, their persistence a testament to their will to survive. The cost is high. A single lion can crush multiple hyenas with its might, sometimes killing just to flex its dominance. Male lions especially have it out for hyenas, pure savanna vendetta. But hyenas play the long game. They've got memories like steel traps, tracking a lion that's wronged them, waiting for a weak moment to strike back. I'm struck by their cunning. It's like they're plotting revenge in a wildlife thriller. Cameras have caught these showdowns in all their raw glory. In the Masai Mara, a lone lioness faces a dozen hyenas, swiping and roaring until a male lion charges in, scattering the pack like a superhero saving the day. Another time, a coalition of male lions stormed a hyena den at night, a terrifying rampage of power that left the clan reeling. These moments, captured for the world, show nature's unscripted drama at its peak. Why does this feud rage on? It's survival, plain and simple. Lions keep the savanna in check, curbing overgrazing by hunting herbivores. Hyenas clean up the mess, gobbling carrion to stop disease. Fun fact: a hyena's stomach acid is so strong it can dissolve bones, making them the ultimate recyclers. Their rivalry balances the ecosystem, a dance of life and death. I think there's something profound here. Two fierce foes, locked in conflict, yet shaping a world where both can thrive. In the end, the lion-hyena saga is a wild, bloody testament to nature's power. It's a story of strength, strategy, and stubborn will, played out under the African sun. These clashes, savage, dramatic, and unforgettable, remind us of the untamed heart of the wild, where only the toughest survive. So, next time you picture the savanna, hear the roar, the cackle, and know the battle rages on. Hey everyone, prepare to be amazed by nature's pint-sized powerhouses. I'm diving into the wild world of small but deadly animals that take down massive predators, proving size isn't everything when it comes to survival. These tiny titans use venom, Cunning, speed, and raw grit to conquer foes way bigger than themselves. Some even tackle lions, crocs, and bears. Let's explore these fearless wonders in a cinematic journey through the wild. First up, the honey badger, nature's ultimate rebel. Weighing just 15 to 30 pounds, this compact beast is dubbed the planet's most fearless animal. With tough, loose skin that's nearly impossible to grip, razor-sharp claws, and jaws that pack a punch, it battles lions, leopards, and hyenas without blinking. I love how it goes straight for the weak spots. Eyes, nose, even the unmentionables, delivering brutal bites that send predators running. Fun fact, honey badgers are so tough, they've been known to nap off a cobra bite, wake up and keep fighting thanks to a wild resistance to venom. It's like they're saying, "You can't stop me." Next, meet the wolverine, a stocky 20 to 55-pound member of the weasel family with a temper to match. This guy's a scrappy brawler, taking down deer, caribou, and even stealing kills from wolves and bears. With thick fur for armor and a bone-crushing bite, it's relentless. Picture this. One wolverine faced off with a full-grown bear over a carcass and won. Pure grit. I'm in awe of its fearless vibe, charging into battles with a reckless edge that screams, "Bring it on." Then there's the mongoose, a 1 to 5-pound snake-slaying legend. Famous for outsmarting cobras, rattlesnakes, and black mambas, it's got lightning-fast reflexes and partial venom immunity from special receptors in its body. I'm impressed by how some species team up, confusing prey like a well-coordinated squad. Imagine a tiny mongoose dodging a king cobra's strike, then landing a fatal blow, speed and strategy in perfect harmony. Soaring above, the harpy eagle rules the skies. With a 7-foot wingspan and weighing 9 to 20 pounds, this raptor's talons rival a grizzly bear's claws, crushing bones in a flash. It ambushes monkeys, sloths, and small deer from the treetops, using stealth and raw power. I can't get over how it swoops down to overpower prey twice its weight, a true aerial assassin reigning supreme in the forest canopy. Dive into the ocean, and you'll find the pistol shrimp, a 1 to 2-inch marvel with a claw that snaps so fast it unleashes a shockwave, temperatures nearly as hot as the sun's surface. This tiny dynamo stuns fish and cracks shells, taking down crabs and bigger foes with ease. It's mind-blowing to think this little shrimp is a powerhouse, blasting through the underwater world like a living weapon. Down under, the Tasmanian devil, a 9 to 26-pound marsupial, brings the fury. Its bite force outmuscles a hyena's for its size, crushing bones like a champ. These scrappy devils belt out eerie screams and fight off dingoes and rivals with wild abandon. I love how they devour nearly every bit of a carcass, nature's cleanup crew with a fearless twist. Finally, the bullet ant, a mere inch long, packs a sting so brutal it's like being shot. Found in South America, its venom delivers 24 hours of burning pain, stopping monkeys and birds in their tracks. It's incredible how this tiny insect wields pain as a superpower, proving even the smallest can be mighty. Nature's full of surprises, and these small but deadly warriors, honey badgers, wolverines, mongooses, harpy eagles, pistol shrimp, Tasmanian devils, and bullet ants, show us power isn't about size. With venom, smarts, and sheer tenacity, they take down giants and thrive on land, in the sky, and under the sea. I'm blown away by their relentless spirit, true proof that in the wild, adaptability and grit steal the show. Hey everyone, welcome to an epic journey through nature's most shocking reversals, when prey fights back. You've seen the classic predator-prey dynamic. The hunter stalks, the prey flees. But what happens when the underdog says, "Enough is enough," and turns the tables? From cunning tactics to jaw-dropping power plays, these battles flip everything we thought we knew about survival. Today, I'm counting down the top 10 most unexpected showdowns in the wild, where prey becomes the hero of its own story. Trust me, you'll be stunned by what these creatures can do when they fight for their lives. Let's dive in. 10. Lions versus buffaloes. The herd's revenge ***. We all know lions as the kings of the savannah, but even royalty hesitates when facing the African buffalo. A lone buffalo might be a lion's lunch, but when the herd rallies, it's a different story. Armed with massive, curved horns, these beasts charge as a unit, sometimes goring lions with such force they don't walk away. In one legendary clash, a buffalo sent a lioness running for her life. Fun fact, a buffalo's horns can span up to 5 feet, and their teamwork is so fierce, they've been known to flip the script and make the predator the prey. Who's the king now?
9.
Giant octopus versus sharks. Ocean brains over brawn ***. Deep in the ocean, the giant octopus faces off against sharks. You think a soft-bodied octopus is an easy meal, but think again. These geniuses of the sea use camouflage to vanish and squeeze into cracks no shark can follow. Even wilder, some octopuses turn the tables, wrapping their tentacles around sharks to fight back, suffocating strength meets cunning smarts. Did you know an octopus has 3 hearts and can change color in a blink to confuse predators? This underwater showdown proves brains can outmatch jaws.
8.
Mice versus snakes. Sneaky escape artists ***. At number 8, mice take on snakes in a battle that seems unfair until you see them in action. Snakes have speed and venom, but mice counter with agility, darting through tight spaces to dodge strikes. Some bold mice even bite back, aiming for the snake's face or eyes. Fun fact, a mouse's heart can beat 600 times a minute, fueling their lightning-fast reflexes. It's a David and Goliath story where cleverness often outsmarts the slithering hunter.
7.
Bees versus bears. The ultimate sting ***. Next up, bees versus bears. A bear raiding a hive for honey sounds unstoppable, but these tiny warriors pack a punch. When a bear attacks, bees swarm in thousands, unleashing relentless stings. A single sting might not faze a bear, but hundreds? Even a 400-pound grizzly retreats. Here's a cool tidbit. Bees communicate with the waggle dance to rally the hive. It's a buzzing lesson in how the smallest fighters can bring a giant to its knees. 6. Crocodiles versus hippos. Titans of the river ***. In Africa's waterways, crocodiles meet their match in hippos. Crocs are stealthy killers, but hippos, among the continent's deadliest animals, don't back down. With massive jaws and a weight up to 4,000 pounds, adult hippos charge at speeds of 20 miles an hour, sometimes snapping crocs in half. Fun fact, a hippo's bite force is a crushing 1,800 pounds, enough to make any croc think twice. This battle of strength and strategy shows who really rules the river.
5.
Honey badger versus anything. The fearless fighter ***. At number 5, meet the honey badger, nature's ultimate rebel. This pint-sized powerhouse fears nothing, taking on lions, leopards, even crocodiles. With thick skin, razor-sharp claws, and a ferocious attitude, honey badgers fight tooth and nail, often escaping a predator's grip to strike back. Did you know their skin is so tough it can resist a machete blow? Their relentless spirit makes them a legend, proof that courage isn't about size, but heart.
4.
Giraffes versus lions. Tall and mighty ***. Number 4 pits giraffes against lions. Lions are hunting pros, but giraffes aren't the easy targets they seem. Towering up to 18 feet, they deliver kicks so powerful they can send a lion flying, or worse, crush it underfoot. Their long necks swing like battering rams for devastating headbutts. Fun fact, a giraffe's kick can pack 2,000 pounds of force. When these gentle giants fight back, lions learn the hard way. Height and might can win the day.
3.
Squids versus dolphins. A sneaky showdown ***. At number 3, squids take on dolphins in an ocean twist. Dolphins hunt squid, but larger species fight back with flair. They jet away at speeds up to 25 miles an hour, squirt toxic ink to blind foes, and blend into the sea with color-changing mastery. Did you know some squids have beaks sharp enough to slice through fish? It's a battle of wits where the sly squid often slips away, leaving dolphins stunned.
2.
Turtles versus sharks. The unlikely defenders, asterisk, asterisk. Number 2 brings turtles versus sharks. Sharks rule the seas, but turtles wield a secret weapon, shells tough enough to shrug off a shark's bite. Some species don't just hide, they strike back with sharp beaks, nipping at attackers. Fun fact, a sea turtle's shell can withstand pressures deep in the ocean, and their tenacity surprises even the fiercest sharks. Slow and steady turns into a shocking defense in this aquatic upset.
1.
Mantis shrimp versus almost anything. The ultimate warrior, asterisk, asterisk. And at number 1, the mantis shrimp steals the show. This colorful crusader packs a punch stronger than a bullet, striking at 50 miles an hour, faster than you can blink. Its claws smash through shells, glass, and any predator foolish enough to challenge it. Fish, octopuses, you name it. Fun fact, their strikes are so intense they create shockwaves, stunning prey even without a direct hit. The mantis shrimp proves that in the wild, the smallest warrior can be the mightiest. And there you have it, nature's most jaw-dropping reversals, where prey turns predator in the fight for survival. These incredible creatures show us that courage, cunning, and sheer grit can rewrite the rules of the wild. Which battle blew your mind? Drop your thoughts below, give this a thumbs up, share it with friends, and stick around for more epic nature tales. Until next time, stay wild and take care. Hey everyone, picture this. The Ice Age, a frozen world of towering mammoths, giant sloths, and bison the size of trucks. In this brutal landscape, one creature reigned supreme, not just a predator, but the ultimate apex hunter. Meet the Smilodon, the saber-toothed cat that turned big game hunting into an art form. I'm here to take you on a wild journey through its story, packed with jaw-dropping facts and a glimpse into the mind of this prehistoric beast. First off, the Smilodon wasn't just any cat. With its iconic saber-like canines, some stretching up to 8 inches long, this feline was built to tackle giants. Imagine those teeth, sharp and slender, plunging into the soft flesh of a mammoth or a massive toxodon in South America. Scientists reckon its bite force was only about 1,000 newtons, weaker than a lion's, but here's the kicker. It didn't need raw power. Those sabers were precision weapons, designed to pierce deep, targeting throats or bellies for catastrophic blood loss or suffocation. One theory has Smilodon lurking in thick brush, ambushing prey, then leaping with a vertical jump, possibly over 15 feet high, thanks to robust heel bones and muscles that'd make a gym rat jealous. Size? Oh, it varied. You had Smilodon gracilis, the smallest, weighing in like a modern jaguar. Then came Smilodon fetalis, bulkier, matching an African lion but heavier, around 620 pounds. And the king of kings? Smilodon populator, a South American titan, tipping the scales at 1,040 pounds, rivaling a medium polar bear. Its forearms were 20% thicker than expected for a cat its size, armed with claws twice as long as a Siberian tiger's, even outdoing some bears. This wasn't a kitty for chasing deer, it was a wrecking ball for megafauna. Discovered in Brazil over 160 years ago, early paleontologists mistook its cheek teeth for a hyena's. Wild, right? They called it Hyena neogyea until more fossils, skulls, foot bones, those massive canines, revealed the truth. A giant felid, not a hyena. Named Smilodon, meaning knife tooth, and populator, he who brings devastation. It lived up to the hype. Part of the extinct Machaerodontinae subfamily, it's not closely related to tigers or modern cats, but maybe distant cousins to the feline family. 3 species roamed. Gracilis, the oldest, evolving 2.5 million years ago in North America, fetalis, 1 million years later, and populata, the youngest, ruling South America. What did it hunt? In North America, think giant bison, camels, glyptodonts, armored beasts like walking tanks, and even mastodons. Down south, it took on toxodon, horse-like critters, and caimans. How'd it eat with those sabers? Cleverly. Blade-like carnassial teeth on the sides of its mouth sheared flesh in a scissor motion, dodging those oversized canines. And its jaw? It opened a wild 120 degrees, double a human's, making any neck fair game. Was Smilodon a lone wolf or a pack hunter? The La Brea tar pits in California, a predator trap, spill some secrets. Over 160,000 Smilodon fossils suggest it responded to distress calls, a sign of social hunting. Even wilder, some skeletons show healed injuries, like hip dysplasia, hinting at pseudo-healthcare. Maybe pack mates brought food to the wounded, a rare glimpse of compassion in a cutthroat era. Solo or not, it faced stiff competition. American lions, dire wolves, and massive short-faced bears, some dwarfing Smilodon. Yet, with sabers on display 24/7, it likely intimidated rivals, maybe even snagging kills from dire wolves. Its senses were elite: binocular vision, sharp hearing, and coordination from a brain built for the hunt. Speed? Stonum trauma suggests high-speed collisions with prey, a clue to its agility. Smilodon roamed far, North America's grasslands to South America's Patagonia, thriving in forests, savannas, and mammoth steppes. It shared this world with terror birds, giant sloths, and us, humans. Around 25,000 years ago, we crossed paths, likely clashing over food. A 2021 petroglyph hints at humans eyeing Smilodon from a distance, a tense standoff. Sadly, by 10,000 years ago, Smilodon vanished. Blame the quaternary extinction. Megafauna like mammoths disappeared, starving this giant slayer. Humans might have added pressure with fires and habitat loss, but the loss of big prey sealed its fate. The Smilodon, the last of the saber-toothed cats, left a legacy of raw power and mystery. A king of the Ice Age, gone but never forgotten. Out here in the vast, sun-scorched desert, I'm on a mission to check Hidden Spring, a lifeline for the wild Mustangs and donkeys that roam these rugged lands. It's been weeks since my last visit, and the flow was barely a trickle then. But today's a game changer. As I approach, a herd of Mustangs scatters, their hooves kicking up dust in a breathtaking display of raw power. These aren't just any horses, they're living legends, descendants of steeds brought to the Americas by Spanish explorers over 500 years ago. Their resilience is etched into every sinew, their glossy coats proof of their ability to thrive in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Did you know wild Mustangs can survive on as little as a gallon of water a day? That's less than a house cat drinks in a week. Yet here they are, strong and untamed, a testament to nature's grit. The spring's pipe is clogged again, packed with mud and debris from the horses' pawing. Up on that hill, where the spring begins, an underground vein feeds this precious water. I'm careful not to disturb it. Nature's plumbing is delicate, and these animals depend on it. After some work, I clear the pipe, and the result is pure magic. Cold, clear water gushes forth, pooling in the dust. Within minutes, 6, 8, maybe 10 Mustangs gather, their eyes gleaming with anticipation. They're impatient, and I don't blame them. This is their oasis in a sea of sand. Look at that flow. It's like striking Texas tea, bubbling up from the ground. The horses are just as thrilled as I am, crowding the pool, their reflections dancing in the water. One stands out, a striking Mustang with 3 distinct spots on its rump. I'm calling him Spot. He's bold, curious, even nudging my camera, nearly bending it in half. These horses are survivors, their hides marked with scars from battles and brushes with the desert's thorns. Yet every scratch is healed, a sign of their toughness. Fun fact, Mustangs form tight-knit bands led by a dominant stallion, who often drinks first to assert his role. It's a ritual as old as the desert itself. The scene is serene, almost sacred. Wispy clouds drift across a sky so blue it hurts to look at. The Mustangs drink their fill, some lingering, others moving on swiftly, replaced by new arrivals. Their hooves churn the soil, rich with salts and minerals they crave. It's not just water they're after, it's life itself. By afternoon, the spring has overflowed, carving a tiny stream to a long-forgotten trough. I'll be back to fix it soon, ensuring this vital resource keeps flowing. These Mustangs aren't just beautiful, they're a living link to history. Their ancestors carried conquistadors, ranchers, and native warriors across these lands. Today, they face new challenges: shrinking habitats, competition for water, and human encroachment. Yet they endure, their spirit unbroken. Watching them, I'm reminded of our responsibility to protect these wild souls. They're not just horses, they're a piece of the American story. As I pack up my cameras, the sun dips low, casting long shadows of the herd across the desert. The spring keeps pumping, a small victory for these magnificent creatures. If you're moved by their story, stick around for more. Let's keep shining a light on the wild heart of the West. And hey, let's be good to one another, and to these Mustangs, while we're at it. In the heart of the blistering desert, where the red sands of Australia bake under a merciless sun and dragonflies hunt along fleeting riverbanks, a hidden world of brutal survival unfolds. Prepare to witness a story never captured so closely: ants that defy scorching sands, insects that turn the impossible into routine, and battles that teach us profound lessons about life. From this moment, you'll see the desert in a way you never imagined. Picture the harshest scene possible: a sun that burns without mercy, a cloudless sky, and ground so hot it could sear through bone. To many, the desert is a lifeless void where almost nothing dares to exist. But look closer. Beneath your feet, a drama of epic proportions plays out. The creatures here face daily trials that would leave even the toughest predators desperate. Temperatures soar past 50 degrees Celsius, food vanishes in a flash, and danger lurks around every dune. First, meet the desert ants, masters of survival.
Speed is their lifeline.
Some, like the legendary Cataglyphus bicolor, sprint at nearly 1 meter per second to avoid frying on the sand. Their legs, impossibly long and thin, keep their bodies elevated from the scorching surface. Fun fact: these ants use polarized sunlight as a natural compass, counting steps and reading shadows to navigate back to their nests with pinpoint precision, a biological GPS honed by millions of years of evolution. They scavenge the dead, carry loads twice their weight, and outsmart the heat, all while monitoring the air and ground for signs of sudden floods or lurking predators. But the desert's architects steal the show: termites. These tiny engineers build towering mounds, some taller than a human, that aren't just homes but high-tech climate control systems. Using sand, saliva, and even their own waste, they craft walls that withstand windstorms and keep the interior cool. Inside, a network of chambers nurtures fungi, raises larvae, and stores food, with ventilation tunnels regulating heat and humidity, like a sci-fi command center. Incredibly, some mounds align with the sun's path to maximize shade. Termites don't just survive. They recycle dead matter, enrich poor soil, and turn their fortresses into bustling condos for lizards, snakes, and birds. It's a masterclass in teamwork and ingenuity. Now, brace yourself for the desert's heavyweight, the bull ant. At nearly 4 centimeters long, these fierce warriors are the pit bulls of the ant world, armed with vice-like jaws and a venomous sting that sent humans to the hospital. Unlike most ants, they hunt solo, taking down spiders, insects, and even small vertebrates with razor-sharp vision and relentless drive. When a cicada's summer song fills the air, after years underground feeding on roots, the bull ant turns its celebration into a battlefield. In seconds, mandibles tear through carapaces, and the feast is hauled back to the nest. It's raw, unapologetic nature at work. And then there's the dragonfly, a dazzling predator of the skies. With wings that shimmer and eyes that see nearly 360 degrees, they boast a hunting success rate that rivals big cats. They flip midair, hover like helicopters, and snatch prey with deadly precision. Here's a twist: most of their lives are spent underwater as voracious nymphs, devouring insects and even small fish for years before their brief, breathtaking adult flight to mate and secure the next generation. They're not just beautiful, they keep mosquito populations in check, balancing the desert's fragile ecosystems. The desert teaches us a timeless truth: survival isn't for the faint-hearted. Ants, termites, dragonflies. Each faces sandstorms, searing heat, and relentless predators, proving size doesn't define strength. It's about grit, adaptation, and moving forward step by tiny step. As I watch these miniature marvels, I'm reminded how often we sweat the small stuff while these creatures fight to simply exist. Their story is a call to persevere, to build, to adapt, no matter the odds. So, if you feel small against life's challenges, take a lesson from the desert's tiniest survivors. Every step counts, and courage can reshape the world around us. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Stick with us for more tales from the wild.